Hello, I'm Colette. I'm from Holland. I'm a nail artist and educator, and I was asked to do a small tutorial on how to paint my bubbles. So I'm gonna try to show you how to paint them. I'm using Amsterdam acrylic paints. I'm not used to doing a lot of these videos, so I'm gonna try my best to show you everything. I've just, grabbed a press-on nail tip, painted it black with a matte top coat on it. And I'm going to start off by using my titanium white. And I'm going to use my one stroke brush. So I've just made it wet, and I'm going to place only the tip of it into the paint. Let me see if I'm in the picture. Yeah. So I am going to use this like one stroke technique to outline the bubble. Like that. And then the other way. I'm just gonna wet it a little bit more because it's just too bright. Too much white. Sometimes this just, goes as smooth as anything, and sometimes, it just, you need to have a little patience to get it where you want. And I'm not really happy with the underside. And that's the great thing about these acrylic paints. You can just really work them. Get them where you want. So that's one bubble. Yeah. It's a little bit less, too much. So I'm gonna paint one overlapping, so it's something I will start with while there's no color. And that's because overlapping the color is way harder. And of course you can add as many bubbles as you like. So, got my two bubbles in place. Let me get to my next color. So I am going to start off by taking my neon yellow, my neon orange. Oh, that's a little bit too much, but okay, too much. My neon green. It always just comes oozing out of the bubbles. It's just, yeah. And this one is turquoise green. This one is brilliant blue. Of course, you can leave out some of the colors, but you know, just to give you a full tutorial, this one is, I can't read it. It's a violet color. And this one is, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's a red. Let me just. And that one. Yes. It's been a year since I've made these, so I have to look at the picture again, so I can remember what I did. Okay, so I've got my find my detail brush. No, it gets a nice point whenever I get the paint in it, because this is just, I only use it for my acrylic paints. Alright, let me see where I start. It doesn't really matter. Actually, it doesn't really matter where you start off. I'm just going to start off with my neon orange. I guess I wanted too much. I'm just gonna need a little bit more water, and I'm gonna, you know, if I'm painting it on this side, I will paint it on the opposite side. Exactly. I will paint it there. I'm sorry if you don't hear my children scream in between. They just got out of school. And of course, with the second bubble, I will do the same. And here it can overlap the line from the other bubble. I'll take my yellow. I'm going to use it over here on the other side. I'm just going to let it fade into the orange. I'm going to do the same in the bigger bubble. So a lot of my inspiration I get from YouTube, from other kinds of artists, just like you know, people who paint on canvases and stuff. And I don't know, I just love to watch how other people use paint or use other things in their art. It just, you learn so much from it, and how you can use, you know, different mediums to create your art. But of course, everything should be made to be used on nails, of course. Not like I'm just doing something. So this is a tutorial I saw on YouTube. She did the acrylic pour, and then she painted the bubbles on top of it. It was so pretty. So if I can give you an advice, it would be that. So look at other different types of artists. Okay, so I just, you know, that's just my base. Then I will start to draw like the reflections on. it's not an exact science for me. I just, you know, paint what feels right. I'm sure if you took a picture from a bubble, you could paint it exactly where they ought to be, but you know, I'm not always as patient. So I will just start over here. And over there. And I want to give it more of a round illusion, so like that, that's better. Maybe just a tiny bit over here. Because you know, bubbles move. At least so bubbles do. And I will be just a little bit more water, and I will be doing the same thing. This one. You know, with the bubbles, it's in the details. Just the little dots. Over there, I guess so. Those are my reflections. Then I will start to add some blue. And I will also be using pearl blue, so it's like it's really nice blue, but it's see-through, so you can just see a shimmer, and it reflects really nice on. It's like, well, you can compare it to a chrome finish, I guess. I can show you over here, like with here. I've used the blue over there, and I've used the purple over here. And I have green in there, purple. So it gives a really nice shine to it. So first I will be taking a darker blue. I always use way too much paint, I don't know. But at least it will stay moist longer. Okay, so these next lines, we're just gonna get the reflections. Let me just get my bamboo brush like literally. Love this brush. It's so old. And you know, however you make these bubbles, painting is an art. There are no real laws in how to, build, or layer, I guess. Layer your paintings. You should just do whatever works for you. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's already a lot better. So now I will use the turquoise. Like I'm said, I'm no expert in drawing bubbles, but this is what works for me, and my clients love them, so I guess that's the most important thing. Okay, so right now I'm going to add my pearl blue, because I want to give it a shimmery finish. And I'm just keeping it all on the outside of the bubble, so I'm not working inward. I'm just, working my way around, because that's what you see. Okay, so what we have left is our purple and our red. And the red will bring the design to life. But first we are going to add our purple. I'm just gonna go in the bubble. The purple is also essential. As you can see, it just makes it pop a bit more. I guess that's enough. So let's do the red. You don't need a lot. Look at that. You can see the difference between the first bubble and the second where I've added the red. Just see how it comes to life. You just really need the red in the bubble. Too much. Okay, take my detailer. A little bit more water. So I've made a little mistake over there, but it's fine. That's one thing I love about painting with acrylic paint. You know, you can just keep layering until it's as you please, and you don't have to keep wiping away and curing in between and everything. So okay, back to the whites, because we need some bright whites. Reflections on there. Don't really like this one. Let me see if I can get rid of it. Yep. So I guess that here I will make like a sparkle. Okay, there will be a spark too. So right now I am going to mix my neon yellow into my whites. Okay, let's see if I can do this with a steady hand. Like I said, I don't do a lot of videos, so I'm a bit nervous. Oh, excuse me. Come on. Be still. Just with a very light touch. That one was too heavy-handed. Let me see if I can bring it down a bit. And of course, you know, with a practice tip, you could turn it, you know, every way you would like it, upside down, you know, to the side. But for me, it's, I like to practice the way I would draw on my clients' fingers. You know, just, I don't turn their fingers upside down, maybe sideways sometimes, but never upside down. So if I can do a design without turning their hands upside down, I probably won't do the design. Got my striper brush, it's probably better for this. Some small ones inside. Bigger one, that one, because you know, like, light doesn't reflect the same every way. So that's one sparkle. And I just use a lot of water. Paint is really wet. I just keep adding water. Get rid of that one. I'm so fussy. And that's my other one. So this is it. Let me just put a glossy top coat over it and I'm done. I'll come right back. So it's curing right now. So these are the colors I've used. I will always have some black, with me, just to, if I make a really big mistake, I could just go over it with black paint. It won't show on your design at all. And this is the finished result. Pretty good, I think. You can just add bubbles wherever you like. Just like with these, you can just, have at it, have some different backgrounds. So, I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial, and I wish you all a very good day.